In 1978, the Johor Port Authority was created and construction of the port began the following year in 1979. In 1993, the Johor Port Authority was established, and in 1995, the port was sold to Johor Port Berhad as part of the privatize on process. Johor Port Berhad is currently a completely owned subsidiary of MNC Corporation Berhad. Johor Port Berhad is an integrated multi-purpose port facility located at the southern tip of Peninsula Malaysia. Johor Port is currently operating on a total area of 1,000 acres, of which 660 acres are classified as free zone. The port first began operation in 1977. Johor Port is currently ranked number 5 out of 37 in the world for LME cargo and is the world's largest palm oil terminal. Johor Port is one of the main discharging sites in Malaysia for rice and cocoa, and it is one of the largest terminals in Malaysia for fertilizer and cement.
TNA is the process by which a company identifies its employee training and development need in order for them to do their job effectively. In Johor Port, they divide to 3 competencies-based training programs. For the first one is leadership and decision-making program for top management, supervisor, and human resource. The second one is functional program for specific department such as HR training program on the Employment Act amended and payroll training. For engineering team, they have its own specialist training program. The third one is generic training program, which has computer skill program to improve employee technical proficiency, and also communication skill program to enhance interpersonal and professional communication abilities. In Johor Port, the HR team plans training program for the next few years, ensuring a balanced schedule for all levels of employee. The training schedule is designed to avoid boredom or overwhelm, providing opportunity for longer program. Budget planning is then considering reimbursement from the Human Resource Development Fund, HRDF, which support employee training with government funds. Every 3 months, Johor Port will send a batch of employee to training. Due to the dual atmosphere of site location, like hotel are used for training program, while in-house program are reduced. Feedback from employees is collected after completing the training program to improve future session. Based on our research, employees in Johor Port may be less cooperative during the analysis process, posing the challenges for conducting the TNA effectively. In Johor Port, the company will inform the employee 2 months in advance to allow flexible in scheduling the training program and avoid conflicts. Employees in Johor Port company require further development in leadership, communication, presentation, and computer skill. Despite having some existing proficiency in this area, by conducting a thorough TNA and addressing the identified training needs, Johor Port company aim to enhance employee job performance, productivity, and overall organizational effectiveness.
Johor Port designed their training program based on a comprehensive training program from the policy. Johor Port has policy and framework for their work training. Simple situation to describe work training is when the new fresh graduate went to enter a new company. So before they hand over their position and tasks, they have to do induction first. It is because the induction program give awareness or introduce the company to the new staff. Johor Port Company does a 1-day induction program where the Johor Port site involved in managing the induction program will introduce Johor Port to new staff, including important policies. Among the important policies are safety policies and risk policy. In addition, Johor Port training program is in line with their company objective. In the view of Johor Port, if the training they carry out is successful, then it will have a big impact on their clients. This is because when Johor Port has staff who are skilled and knowledgeable about their fields, such as import and export, then it will give satisfaction to Johor Port's customer because they have successfully proven that they are able to provide the best service to their customers. This is in line with our company vision, which is to become the most efficient and integrated multi-purpose port in the region. To ensure the effectiveness of the program, Johor Port made a training evaluation based on the Kirkpatrick model. through the experience of Johor Port, which has used Kirkpatrick Level 4, where it made them realize that they can only do up to Level 3 first in conducting training evaluation. Johor Port Kirkpatrick model for Level 1 is administrative or administration. Level 2, pre-impulse training. Is there any improvement from they go to training and after went to the training? And for the level 3 is evaluation on the feedback by the immediate superior, his or her boss will evaluate whether their skill is improved or not.
Next, we will move to how Johor Port evaluate its training program. In Johor Port, they evaluate their training program using the Kirkpatrick model, the most prevalent way. According to Mr. Hermitahe, Head of Human Resource at Johor Port, says that Kirkpatrick model have 4 stages, but they only evaluate the training program using 3. All of the employees had to complete 2 direct surveys before the evaluation. Direct questions were conducted using Google Form for fast evaluation data. Demographic questions started the survey. Gender, education, experience, and also organizational rank were the main questions. All of the employees must finish the assessment, most important portion after the first. All trainees must answer the second questionnaire question on the Kirkpatrick model's 3 phases. In level 1, the company asks administration question to trainees. In level 2, trainee must answer program question, how's training program administration, is the content suitable for the training program, and does the trainer explain it to employee or trainees. Trainees answer second level question, but immediate superior subordinate answer the third level one. This distinguishes the third level from the prior two. He wants to know if the trainee helped his subordinate. During the program, his subordinate must report any new skill that they have developed in the training program. According to the Mr. Hermi, he's satisfied because Johor Port's HR training program satisfies the main performance criteria. This evaluation KPI was 85% on the first 2 level and 18% on the third. The company exceed the KPI goal for 3 years. They exceed KPI average and also their objective. As head human resource, he must always improve. To enjoy his training, he needs to move and change up his regimen. He also wants to avoid worker boredom and also he wants to motivate all of their workers.
The traditional method, which is still being used in Johor Port, entails entering the input and output of employees who are enrolled in training programs in Excel. This presents challenges because using human labor could lead to system errors. The conventional approach is less expensive even though it might be a little annoying. The lecture method is the next traditional approach that they continue to employ. In this case, they will send their employees to the designated location to complete the training course. We all know that lectures can be a useful addition to other training methods like behavior modeling and technology-based method. Skills in computer and information technology, presentation, and other areas are highly valued in Johor Port. But this lecture approach has a number of shortcomings, including a lack of participant participation, feedback on the trainer, venue, food, and so on, and a lack of connection to the work environment, all of which inhibit learning and training transfer. Therefore, Johor Port frequently employ technologically based strategies. Technology, especially during and after the COVID-19, is known to have a significant impact on how training is delivered. Utilizing technology makes it simpler for employees to find and take part in learning programs. They are much simpler and quicker, which is another reason why they prefer technology-based method more than traditional ones. For instance, they will email their staff 1 week or 1 month in advance to let them know. According to Mr. Hermitahe, a business should have 2 options if its system are unreliable, which is a technology-based approach and the traditional approach. The training that Johor Port offers is an online learning program. As was already mentioned, they are frequently used technology-based method. The training program is simple to access and there are a lot of potential features that could be added to online learning to help the employee learn and apply what they are learning to their jobs. Although Mr. Hermitahe did mention that using the easier and faster might require a sizable investment. Johor Port will move forward with it because it has the financial resources to do so.
Development activities at Johor Port is the leadership programs. This company provides its own leadership program for new employees and also for employees who are interested in retiring. This program's objective is to provide participants with enhanced knowledge and skill sets that will be useful to them in the future. Among the leadership programs that are connected are classroom instruction. Other than that is a review of a book. Each employee must read a book on leadership, then provide a summary and analysis of the leadership book. Following that, this organization participates in business ventures and is given project assignments. According to the interviewer, the frequency of the company's involvement in the development activities varies depending on the requirements. Sometimes they do it once a year and other times they do it once every 2 years. Furthermore, based on the comment received after completing development activities, not all employees are satisfied with the program. For example, individuals who have prior experience working in the profession. Therefore, the organization hope to provide them with guidance and motivation to participate in the program. Employees at Johor Port find it simple to accommodate themselves to the training and education opportunities provided by the organization. They are extremely competitive, content and excited about participating in these additional training programs. These development activities can help employees grow in their career.
In conclusion, it is clear that training and development place a strong emphasis on the variety of development methods used by businesses, including skill acquisition, formal education completion, assessment performance, and work experience. The vast majority of businesses, including Johor Port, use one or more of these tactics when it comes to employee development. We learn a lot of interesting things from Mr. Hermitahe during this conversation. One of which is that the Johor Port continue to employ not just one but two different approaches, which is the traditional method and the technology-based method. Making life simpler and more convenient for the employees is the main goal rather than limiting the company's spending. Despite being a sizable company, the Johor Port Corporation still prefers to train its staff using traditional methods as opposed to just using cutting-edge technologies. These two tactics are prioritized to provide variety in employee training so that all of their employees can engage in a range of novel experience and are not constrained to the same type of training each time a training program is created. In order for all their employees to gain new knowledge and experience, this is done.